Hello, today we'll talk about morphology and the different concepts that help us to understand this word. Languages make an important distinction between two kinds of words, content words and function words. Content words such as nouns, verbs, adjectives, and adverbs will help us to denote concepts such as objects, actions, attributes, and ideas that we can think about. For example, children, build, beautiful, and seldom. Content words are sometimes called the open class words because we can add regularly to add new words to these classes such as Facebook, blog, crack, online, and blinking. Other classes of words do not have clear lexical meanings or obvious concepts associated with them, including conjunction such as and, or, and but, prepositions such as in and of, the articles the, and, a, and pronouns such as it. These kind of words are called function words because they specify grammatical relations and have little or no semantic content. For example, the articles indicate whether a noun is definite or indefinite, the boy or a boy, for example. The preposition of indicates possession, as in the book of yours, but this word indicates many other kinds of relations too. The it in it's raining and the archbishop found it advisable are further examples of words whose function is purely grammatical. They are required by the rules of syntax and we can hardly do without them. We have the morphemes that are the minimal units of meaning. The linguistic term for the most elementary unit of grammatical form is a morpheme. The word is derived from the Greek word morph, meaning form. The study of intellectual structure of words and the rules by which words are formed is morphology. This word itself consists in two morphemes, morph, that we already saw the meaning, and ology, that the suffix ology means branch of knowledge. So the meaning of morphology is the branch of knowledge concerning word forms. We have different types of words made in base of morphemes. The ones that we have of one morpheme, for example, boy, desire, meditate. Two morphemes, we have boyish, desirable, meditation. We have three morphemes at boyishness, desirability. Four morphemes as gentlemanliness, undesirability. More than four, ungentlemanliness, and anti-disestablishmentarianism. It's very important to say that we have also bound and free words. Or morphological knowledge has two components of knowledge of the individual morphemes and knowledge of the rules that combine them. One of the things that we know about particular morphemes is whether they can stand alone or whether they must be attached to a base morpheme. Some morphemes like boy, desire, gentleman, and man constitute words by themselves. These are free morphemes. Other morphemes like ish, ness, lie, pre, trans, and noun are never words by themselves but are always part of words. These affixes are bound morphemes and they may attach at the beginning, the end, in the middle, or both at the beginning and the end of the word. The humor in cartoon is Brad stumbling over the bound morpheme on in a questionable attempt to free it. We have affix that is the way that we call to a morpheme that can be after or before another morpheme. We know whether an affix precedes or follow other morphemes, for example, that pre, premeditate, prejudge, for example, and be, and in bipolar, bisexual, are prefixes that occur before the other morphemes. Some morphemes occur only as suffixes following other morphemes. English examples of suffix morphemes are ing, sleeping, eating, running, climbing, for example, SDR, singer, performer, reader. IST, we have typist, pianist, novelist, and ly, manly, sickly, friendly, to mention only a few. For roots and stem, we have morphological complex word that consists of a morpheme root and one or more affixes. Some example of English roots are paint, in painter for example, read in reread, sieve in conceive, and link in linguistic. A root may or may not stand alone as a word, for example in paint and read, they do, but in sieve and link, they don't. Bound roots do not occur in isolation, and they acquire meaning only in combination with other morphemes. For example, words of Latin origin, such as receive, conceive, perceive, and deceive, share a common root. Sieve and the words remit, permit, commit, submit, transmit, and admit share the root mit. For the original Latin speakers, the morphemes corresponding to sieve and mit had clear meanings, but for modern English speakers, Latinate morphemes such as sieve and mit have no independent meaning. Their meaning depends on the entire word in which they occur. A similar class of words is composed of an prefix and affix to a bound root morpheme. Examples are ungainly but not gainly, discern but not cern, nonplussed but not fast, downhard but not hearted, and others to be seen in this section epigraph. Derivational morphology. In morphology, a derivational morpheme is an affix that added to a word to create a new word or a new form of a word. Compared with inflectional morpheme, derivational morphemes can change the grammatical category or part of the speech of a word. For example, adding full to beauty changed the word from a noun to an adjective, as beautiful, while adding er to merge, it changed the word from a verb to a noun, as merger. The form that results from the addition of a derivational morpheme is called a derived word or a derivative. We have inflectional morphology. Unlike derivational morphemes, they never change the grammatical category of the stems to which they are attached. Consider the forms of the verb in the following sentence. I sailed the ocean blue. He sails the ocean blue. John sailed the ocean blue. John has sailed the ocean blue. John is sailing the ocean blue. Always is the same meaning of the word, just changing the aspect of the word, but it's still the same. It doesn't create another word. We have here like a resume from inflectional that we have grammatical function, no word class change, small or no meaning change, often required by rules of grammar, follow derivational morphemes in a word, and they are always projective. As derivation, we have that they have lexical function, they might cause a word class change, some meaning change, never required by rules of grammar, proceed inflectional morphemes in a word, and some productive and are many non-productive. To finish this video, we have English morpheme as bound and free. We have that bound has two roots, affix and root. As in bound root, we have, for example, sieve, meet, and fur, that are words that by themselves doesn't have any meaning. We need to add another word. The affix, we have the relational that has two roots. As prefix, that words that or morphemes that are before other morphemes, and suffix that are after another morpheme. So we have the inflectionals that are always suffix, as ing, as, est, s when it's, for example, and an ed. we have the free morphemes that are open class, those ones as nouns, adjectives, verbs, and adverbs, and those ones that are in the closed class or function, that they are conjunctions, prepositions, articles, pronouns, and auxiliary verbs. That's all for the video. I hope you enjoy it. If you had any question, you can ask me, and that will be all. See you guys.